Hey everybody, Merry Christmas! Today I am making a video about Skyrim because I got a suggestion from my friend Alice Andrea. She says to make a video about Skyrim for Christmas, which I think is a great idea. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to go ahead and look up my Skyrim concept. So I'm thinking about maybe making a super basic version of Riverwood, like a little tiny scale. I want to make some of the mountain scenes. Like this main wallpaper is kind of cool. I'm just not going to worry about making it look exactly like Skyrim. I'm just going to kind of try to copy the assets. So I'm actually going to start with terrain this time. And I'm just going to kind of base it off of, here's some rocky peaks. We've got snow highlights on that. So I'll kind of make some mountains with sharp points based on this shape. I might make some just really basic structures. This is all going to be small scale. I'll put in a river that splits off. I'll put some grass here. And then I'll put like a little path and then just some basic looking buildings on the side. Okay, so I'm going to open my terrain editor here. Let's say I was making a mountain and then I needed to add a path and it was just steep like this. Then I could go like flatten and just like do this. And then we have a path here. Okay, I'm actually going to try to use the generate option and just put mountains in it. Pretty much nothing else. Okay, based on what it gave me, I think the easiest thing to do would just be making something that looks Skyrim-esque, but something that you couldn't put anywhere on the map. So it has lakes. Let me just put a river in here, and I'll make these mountains a little taller, and I'll flatten an area and make a little village, but I'm not going to say it's any particular area in the map. So that's cool. I didn't know that the terrain had these tools. I think that's been added since the last time I actually went into depth with the terrain tools. I have not used them for a really long time. Probably the last time I used them was right when they updated it to the smooth terrain and right after they got rid of the blocks, which was a pretty sudden change, but it kind of made it less like Minecraft and more like its own thing, which I guess is okay. Okay, so I'm going to say right now, I was not expecting the terrain tools to be this difficult to use for me. It's been such a long time, and I really just don't know what I'm doing, to be quite honest. So whatever I end up with is going to be okay. I'll probably only be doing this for another hour, and I better start just adding the town. So it's not going to look a lot like Skyrim. I won't have time to add particles or anything, but it was worth the experiment, right? Maybe I'll build something that's a little cooler in the future. Okay, it looks like the paint has stopped working. I do not know what's up with that, but whatever, I'm just gonna move on. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do with the terrain. It obviously does not look like Skyrim, but I tested out the terrain. I think I know what I need to do in the future to make something that looks more like this, and it's gonna take a lot more work than the time frame that I have set for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a few super basic placeholder assets. I'm going to make a couple of different types of buildings, a tree model, maybe a ruin kind of thing. And I realized I made this kind of path going up the mountain, and the scale doesn't match at all, but, you know, there's a first for everything, and I'm calling this a first time of me trying to make Skyrim. So, let's get into it. Okay, that's enough for me to build my little city with. Let's group everything and name it. Alright, let's go to Explorer. I'm going to call this one Building, Tavern, House, Large. Just making up my own abbreviations here. Let's actually copy, paste that in the name of here. Medium, and then small. And that naming convention is just something I made up on the spot, and it's as long as you understand your naming convention. It's the same with if you're typing code, just like you've got to know what it means. So then let's go ahead and spread these things across everywhere. And I'm also going to build like a tiny little fence thing. By the way, I'm sick, that's why my voice is kind of trashy. At this point I'm probably adding too much detail, and it doesn't really look like the Skyrim fences, but it's a fence kind of mini model slash placeholder. Like, this is kind of like as if I was blocking out a large scene at a small scale, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna call that good on the city itself. Town. Let's see, this isn't Riverwood, but I want to add a river somewhere that flows into the lake, and then that should be the last thing I do for this. So I'm gonna actually turn this into a mountain stream, and then maybe I'll add, you know, a dock and a little boat, like a little dory, and then we'll call that good. And I did say I was going to make a tree asset, so I'm actually going to do that really quick. And I'll probably also just add some little bridges across here, just to make it look like it kind of is a path. And that's floating in the air, but whatever. Yes, I'm using free model. And yes, that's okay in certain circumstances. This isn't a finished game. Actually, I'm not going to get into it right now. There's a chance that taking this on was a very bad idea, but I think it's looking kind of nice actually, even if it's not all I expected it to be. Yeah, that drawing skill right there definitely could be improved. But I'm just going to do a couple more things, not going to spend too much more time on this. But let me know in the comments if you want to see more Skyrim kind of stuff in the future, because I'm a fan. I'm actually decently proud of this, because this was my first try actually making Skyrim. Let me know what you guys think about this, comment on it, and also tell me if you want to see more Skyrim kind of stuff in the future. Alice suggested this as a Christmas video, and I'm like, hey, that makes sense. I mean, maybe I should have added more snow, but hey, Merry Christmas, everybody, and thanks for watching. Join the Discord server, Roblox Master Builders, if you either need help with anything related to being a game developer or making games, especially talking about Roblox, or if you know something and you want a place to share that, then come in and, help out and give some tips. And we've got places for you to put information that you have, show off your work, whatever you want to do. So, thanks for watching, and have an awesome day.